welcome to my very first Minecraft Snapshot video. And today we will be covering the 1.17 first ever snapshot. The 20WA8 something. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, it has a lot of new features in it. So a lot to cover. And let's just jump into it. So the first thing that we will be covering is the amethyst geodes, and these are very interesting. They're really not like anything we've seen in Minecraft. And the block itself, like all of these are pretty cool. This looks some kind of like diorite, which is horrible, but it looks like a better version of it. And then this tuff is pretty cool. It could probably fit well in like a maybe cobblestone build or a stone build, like something gray. And then this is just amazing. Maybe if you were having like a planetary build, like something with a galaxy or planets, that would work really well with this. Yeah, so let's go down into the ground and see if we can find, I think I already see two, yeah. They're not that rare, but they don't spawn, like, right in caves. They're kind of a little bit off. On most of them, they have some sort of entrance to something, like right here. It's not fully the geode, but it's mostly the geode. And there's like a little cave portion off to the side. This one, on the other hand, spawned right into a cave right here. So you can come right through here and you will see this. And if we go back up to the surface real quick, I can show you how they spawn, or not how they spawn, but what is inside of them, and how you could have some pretty cool uses for them. So the first thing that we will cover is tuff. This stuff, there's not much to know about it. It's the outer layer of the amethyst geode that we have. I've just made myself a little replica out here. And then the calcite or calcite, I'm pretty sure it's calcite, but I might be wrong. Make sure to leave in the comments correcting me if I'm wrong on any of this. Block of amethyst, which is incredible. It's like a galaxy. It's like you can see stars. I mean, obviously it's just like a gem, but it's pretty cool. And then budding amethyst, which has a slightly different texture than regular amethyst. See, in the regular amethyst, there's nothing in the middle, but on this one, there's like a little crack in the middle, and that is where the amethyst buds come out of. So you can place these on the other ones, but they will not grow. So if I place these, they won't grow on the outer ones. But on these ones, the budding amethyst, they will grow. And there are 4 stages to their life. There is the small amethyst, which is the very young, tiny sprout. There's the medium, which is a little bit bigger, still not that big though. And then there's the large amethyst bud, which is almost in its final form, which is the amethyst cluster, which is this really cool gem with a very tiny hitbox. You can hit all like around here and still won't hit it. It has a really small hitbox. You can hit all the way down to here on it. So, that's pretty cool. It's also has an amazing texture on it. And you can can probably use it as a pathway. Could it stop people from getting up a block? No, it can't, because its hitbox is not on the entire block. But it could be used as a pretty cool staircase. And do these things float? They do not. But I think you saw up there, they can be placed on the side of walls and hanging down on the walls. All three of their versions. So, again, on that, maybe if you were making like a galactic like orb or a dome above you, you could put these on the roofs and it would add some texture to it. That's basically the only thing I've been thinking of for these. So that is the new amethyst block. And next up, we will be covering the tinted glass, which is another really cool thing in this update. So if we break into this house real quick, sorry, Mooey. Sorry, he doesn't want to talk to me right now. But as you can see, this glass works really well. And one of the uses that I've been thinking about for this glass is mob farms. Because you could use this and you would be able to see where your mob farm is maybe clogging up or what's messing it up without it having any light to get into it. I don't think mobs can spawn in here. They might be able to, but I don't think they can. So that'll be really useful. They probably can't spawn on top of these blocks, so you wouldn't be able to like look up at your mob farm. But if you had like a mob farm that went down into the ground and then this at eye level, you could see what was clogging up your mob farm, which would be really useful. So yeah, tainted glass, pretty cool. Next thing that we will cover is one of the biggest things, copper. So it starts out as this copper ore, which, if we look into, if I can get in here real quick, into spectator mode, I've seen it spawn around the same level as iron. So, and that makes sense. They're like around, they have around the same, no, never mind. No, they don't. They're similar ores in a lot of ways. And sorry, my eye just got caught on that lava. But yeah, they seem to spawn at around the same level as iron. They seem to be a little bit more rare. Maybe around the rarity of... Okay, so everybody, welcome back. Actually, no, it'll only be like a second for you guys. My screen stopped recording in the middle of me talking. So anyway, I left off with that copper is about the same rarity as iron, which no, it's not around the same rarity. It's around the same spawns around the same levels as iron. It seems to be a little bit more rare. So yeah. Anyway, so we have some copper ore right here, and as you can see, with this wooden pickaxe, it takes a while, a long time, and as you can probably guess, it doesn't work. But once you get a stone pickaxe, you can get some, and you can put it in a furnace, and you get copper ingots. And so, copper ingots you can use to craft a lot of things, one of which is the copper block. And this is pretty cool. This is what the copper block looks like. The third try at trying to record this video. If this stops, I will probably just make a part 2 to this, since this is also going to be a pretty long video anyways. Or anyway. So if this stops again, I'll just make a part 2 that'll probably come out probably sometime next week. This video will probably come out around Saturday, sometime on Saturday. So, be ready for, actually no, I can't tell you to be ready for that because that creeper is so mean. Okay, I'm just going to turn back into creative mode because that was horrible. So, what I was going to show you here is that you can actually wax these blocks. So what you do to wax them is you can grab some honeycomb and the original block, and you can put them in a crafting grid together. Yeah, you can put them in the crafting grid together. You can't do this one because this one, it'll always stay like this whether or not you put some wax on it. But you can wax these ones, and then these will stay the same thing forever. So if we just take some of these, so this will be really useful if you're you really want to keep that original copper. And you can also wax the cut copper, which I don't think I was able to explain to you guys. There's also cut copper, which is a fancier version of the original copper. And you can wax that too, and it also has the same properties as the regular copper in the weathering. I believe it's 50 to 82 days per stage. So this weathered copper block will be like a royalty. For if you can make an entire house out of this, I mean, you could make it all weather at the same time. But if you make an entire house out of this, that just proves how long you've played in a single world, that's pretty cool. And there's also stairs and slabs of the copper, which also look just as good as the original. This is a really nice looking block. There's a lot of really good decoration blocks in this snapshot. What we didn't get to see in the snapshot are the goats, axolotls, mountain generation, cave generation, snowier snow, and probably a few more things, but that's mostly all that we are missing from this update. This is a pretty big update, or snapshot. It's not an update yet. Okay, so moving on to the next thing, we have the lightning rod, which is really cool, and it'll be a much easier way, the only way to prevent lightning from raining havoc on your village. So the way you craft it is you grab some copper, put it down in a line, and then you can make a lightning rod, which okay, well, my video just stopped recording. I will explain what the lightning rod is in the very next video. Goodbye to all of you. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and be ready for the next video. Probably coming out around Wednesday next week. Goodbye, and thank you for watching.